I don't know what's in this.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special episode of Fung Bros Food.
So over the years, we spent a lot of time in Chinatowns across the country and across the world, and a lot of people have always asked us to help them understand Chinatown food culture.
So today we're gonna be breaking down dim sum, and you know we had to do it at the oldest and most interesting dim sum spot in all of New York's Chinatown, Nom Wah Tea Parlor.
And you know we couldn't do this video without the owner,
Wilson Chang.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Nom Wah Tea Parlor, the oldest tea parlor in America.
Yo, Wilson, you look more like a pro-Asian basketball player than a dim sum shop owner.
You're right. Let's go inside and talk about the top dim sum dishes here at Nom Wah.
Let's go.
Okay, we're here at Nom Wah, which is particularly a Chinatown style of dim sum. For a lot of people who have never had dim sum before, if you've had Spanish tapas, it's very similar. So before we start our meal, you know we gotta break bread. And by break bread, I mean break the bow.
Chinatown style. So in English, this is a steamed barbecue pork bun. In Cantonese, it's a cha xiu bao. And in Mandarin, this is a cha shao bao.
I haven't met a person who does not like cha xiu bao.
In this bun, we actually put yeast in it. We want it mad fluffy.
Did you also put syrup in this? Because it's sweet. The Chinatown cha xiu bao is like eating candied bacon.
One of the most popular sections on our menu is the steamed dumpling section.
Okay, so let's start off with the shumais.
All right, so I'm getting the pork one. David, you got a shrimp
I got
one.
a shrimp one.
If you do not eat pork or shrimp, you will have a hard time eating pretty much 90% of dim sum dishes.
Yeah, so these are actually made with pork and shrimp mixture, and then we fold it into a wonton wrapper.
I feel like this is a great opportunity to use Richie Lee's sauce leverage method. Is he rips the napkin in half, he folds it like this, he puts it right underneath this plate right here. We gotta bring out the sauces. I just ordered the chili oil, aka la jiu yao, or in Mandarin, la yo. Shout out to Richie's methodology because it allows you to kind of put everything on one side of the plate because you don't want everything sitting in the oil.
Tell me why I thought this was ketchup and mustard, but this is just hot mustard, and then this is the oyster sauce.
Yes.
I've never seen a spot that had the oyster sauce, aka ho yao, and the duck sauce, aka duck sauce.
Growing up, I had these thoughts to have the sauces like the ketchup and mustard in an American diner.
It reminds me of that scene in Dumb and Dumber, and then he squeezes the ketchup and the mustard in the air, and he's like...
Let's go in on our steamed shrimp dumplings.
All right, I'm gonna try this vegetable shrimp dumpling. This is something that I feel like that popped up in the later years. Woo! Oh my God, I'm tearing up. Be careful with that spicy mustard.
So we've got the crystal shrimp dumpling. In Cantonese, this is ha gao, and in Mandarin, this is sha jiao. This looks like Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh!
One thing that I noticed is that a lot of people have no idea how difficult it is to make that crystal skin. Next up, we've got the steamed basket buns. Cantonese, xiu long bao. In Mandarin, it's xiao long bao.
They have embedded themselves in every single Chinese restaurant almost.
How I would like to eat it is you take a little bit off the top, you get the vinegar inside like that, and you just pop the whole thing in your mouth and let the juices explode.
So here we got two main different style of steaks, aka steamed meats. Here you have the ones that are just steamed from being raw, and then you have these who are actually cooked before by frying, and then they're steamed.
To the untrained eye, this is super intimidating.
In English, this is called a steamed beef ball. In Cantonese, it's a ao yuk yun, and in Mandarin, it's a nu rou wan.
This is actually just straight up beef, grounded up beef. There's a lot of Chinese spices in it. We actually use a sheet of tofu skin as a bottom. And then when they're ordered, it's just put in the steamer, and here it is.
We've got in English the steamed pork ribs, in Cantonese the jing pai guat, and in Mandarin the jing pai gu.
Pai guat is usually the most savory, saucy dish.
They thinking Tony Roma's, they're not ready for Tony Wong. A lot of advanced dim sum eaters, this would be one of their favorite dishes.
It's my favorite.
So in English, this is called a steamed bean curd roll. In Cantonese, it would be xin chuk kyun, and in Mandarin, it would be xian chu quan.
It has multiple textures and has multiple flavors. It's actually a little bit sweet, but it has a lot of savoriness there.
Perhaps the most visually unappealing or appealing, depending on who you are, the chicken feet, aka the Fung Zao, or aka in Mandarin the Ji Jiao. You set this in front of a non-initiated person's and they go, ah!
Well, you know what? This is actually a really popular item too, because of, like, for our setting, you know, like everyone's afraid of it and they want to try it.
It's pretty much like asking people to eat toes.
Like, oh, do you want a toe dish? Yeah, we have this chicken feet dish.
But you know what? We trimmed the nails on it, so it's actually okay.
Yeah.
But now we got a huge round 2. There's deep fried, there's pan fried dumplings, and then there's rice rolls.
Do the rice roll first. So steam rice rolls first with different fillings. We have with shrimp, with vegetables, with beef, and with just scallions and cilantro.
So in English it'd be a rice roll, in Cantonese it'd be Chang Fun, and in Mandarin it'd be Chang Fun.
Rice rolls in general are like a staple of Cantonese food. Like,
It's funny because I feel like Cantonese people eat so much rice rolls, but the funny thing is when you want to call someone useless, you also call them Chang Fun.
and because a lot of people think,
Oh, it's soaked in soy sauce. It's gonna be so salty. Ugh!
but actually it's not. It's very light, it's sweet, a little salty. It complements the rice roll nicely. Because
This is Gaozhou Bao, which is
It's a pan-fried crystal chive with shrimp dumpling.
what is this?
That's a vegetarian dumpling. So that's the same filling that's in this Chang Fun.
For the vegetarians.
Vegetarian.
Here we got one of the most visually striking dishes is the sticky rice in a lotus leaf. In Cantonese it's lo mai gai. In Mandarin this is lo mi ji.
As you can see, there's some whole shrimp in here. You got a big piece of Chinese sausage and a bunch of pork and sauce.
I can see a lot of people being like,
I don't know what's in this. Wah!
Because I always imagine some Chinese folk music.
This is a pork dumpling.
this is fried hard. Like, I feel like there's a lot of crispiness to the skin.
Yeah.
Westerners are into the crispy skin.
Uh-huh.
We got the fried radish cake, aka the lo ba gou, in Mandarin the luo bo gao.
This is actually a very cool one to make. So the radish is cut very, very fine. We steam it until it gels up and we let it dry.
Is that an inflamed chimichanga?
So this is what we call the original egg roll.
Whoa! Bro, yeah.
Yo,
We make about 100 of these a day. It's an egg crepe.
When I see this,
Yeah.
I say Chinatown.
yeah.
Chinatown is
its
a
own
third culture. It's people coming from Asia, coming to America, working with what they got, reinventing something that's kind of just brand new.
Definitely.
It tastes very American.
Yes.
On to the more conventional egg roll, aka the spring roll.
In Cantonese, this is a chungyun, and in Mandarin, this is a chunjuan.
Coming up last of our egg section, not an egg roll, but the eggplant. I love this dish. This is split eggplant. You stuff it with shrimp, you deep fry it. Could we call this the Cantonese lobster roll? Ah, 'cause you know shrimps are like small lobsters.
We have arrived sort of at the dessert portion. Sort of the dessert. I mean, listen, we've got the tea here.
This is a Chinese sesame ball with lotus paste. In Cantonese, it's jin dui. In Mandarin, it's jian dui.
This sesame paste, straight up, is better than peanut butter. All right, you guys, those were the top dishes that you have to get when you get dim sum in Chinatown. But everything was really good, really well made. The quality's very high. I would call it Nom Wah.
Or could I say, noms, yeah!
I think my major takeaway is to really highlight for this next generation to really come back to Chinatown and do businesses like this. You don't necessarily need to do it like how I did it, but you know, do something. Come back to Chinatown.
A lot of people want to be with in the mainstream society. You have to take what makes you unique and what makes you special and kind of exemplify those things. That's actually the best way to carve out a niche in mainstream American society.
And I really hope this video inspires other Chinese Americans, Asian Americans to come back and not be afraid to run a business that is very traditional.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching that Chinatown Dim Sum episode of Fung Bros Food here at Nom Wah Tea Parlor in New York City.
Until next time, we're out.
Peace.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching this video, and thank you, Wilson Tang, for showing us the ropes.
Thanks for having me. Doors are open, always open. Please stop in.
Everybody watch this video right here, watch this video right here, and look out for the next video. Peace.